What is up, everyone? We are back with another post from the Neville Sub. This one is called 2 Different Methods of Manifestation and How to Improve Your Luck. Hey everyone, this is something from my notes and journaling I thought I'd share just in case it might be of benefit. We all know the ultimate state of reality and mind, as within, so without, as above, so below. Creation is finished. We need not create, we just need to shift to the reality that we want, etc. I'm sure we've all read this and are trying to use this to create the life we want, but I'm sure you've noticed that knowing this concept is one thing and demonstrating it in our lives is quite another. So far, I found the following to be the main things to work on to manifest more of what you want and less of what you don't want. 1, to manifest things you want, you have to rely on more on being and less on the mind, which means you have to find ways to silence your mind. 2, the best way to silence your mind is to have less ego. The stronger your sense of being a person, individual personhood, and I would use the word identifying with that person, the stronger or attached to that identity, the stronger the mind will be. 3, the fastest way to dissolving the ego is to stop beating yourself up. Yes, stop judging yourself. Just observe, getting into that observer mode. That's it, it's that simple. So let's look at a few different methods that people use to manifest things and how they relate to the 3 points above. 1, phase shifting / persisting in the wish fulfilled. This is the gold standard. This is what we aim for, to have the ability to just will things into existence. This is why we are so attracted to Neville's work. The issue is that most of us have a huge habit of beating ourselves up, and it's messing up our manifestations. Everyone in this sub knows about visualizing and imagining and also using affirmations and other methods. But something I don't see being discussed as much is Neville's methods to die to the old self. In his lecture, At Your Command, Neville talks about you cannot keep new wine in old bottles. Meaning, if you want to change to a new reality, you need to let go of everything in your old reality. This includes all your limiting beliefs, all the things you don't like about yourself. In other words, all the ways you beat yourself up. And Neville provides the meditation in the same talk, which is to repeat the mantra, I am, until we are lost in being and then visualize from there. This is super effective, but not everyone can do it. I've attempted it a few times myself and couldn't quite reach the place of pure beingness. It really is a more advanced approach, and I think it's less accessible to most people, especially beginners. 2, work directly on your limiting beliefs. If you're anything like me, you have a mind that insists on focusing on the negatives, the logical thinkers of the world. It's hard for me to just door slam because my thoughts are just too strong. I found that using release techniques as prescribed by Lester Levinson, who's a physicist, go figure, is a huge help when it comes to quieting my mind. We had another post about Lester Levinson previously. So in this second method, we decide on our goal, and when doubts arise, instead of door slamming, we actually allow the doubts to come up in our awareness and to be released. How do you release the limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are just feelings, and we release feelings every day. Like when we watch movies, we can feel certain feelings because the way the movie was produced was designed to get us to feel certain things. But when the movie ends, we don't keep those feelings, we let go of them and go about our day. E.g., when we watch a horror movie, we feel the fear and anxiety, and when the movie ends, we let go of those emotions, well, most of them anyway. So releasing has helped me stay focused on my goals because every time unwanted feelings come up and I release them, even if they come up again, they're not as strong as the first time. So now I'm no longer afraid of negative feelings. In fact, I actually seek out negative feelings because I find that the more I let go of negative feelings, the lighter and more effortless my life feels overall. End goal. Once in a while, I still test my abilities to just phase shift / persist in the state of the wish fulfilled because I use it as my scorecard to see how far I've advanced in my practice. So far, I've found that the more I release my negative beliefs, the easier it is to stay in the wish fulfilled. But I've also found that for me, at least releasing negative emotions on its own is enough to manifest my goals. I don't even need to visualize that much. Hope this helps those of you who are doing techniques but still struggling with doubt. So somebody asks, how exactly do you work on limiting beliefs? Like when I have a negative thought, do I just say, nah, that's silly and move on? Or do I feel the emotions and once they disappear, go back to the wish fulfilled state? So a simple way is to use visualization. So going with your anxiety example, you notice the anxiety in your body. Where is it exactly? For me, it's felt in my chest area. For you, it might be somewhere else. Then let's say it's in the chest area. Imagine there's a window in front of your chest. Open the window and imagine the anxious energy going out of that window. It can go out as a puff of smoke or a beam of light or whatever works for you. Keep visualizing this until you don't feel anxious anymore. This is one way to do it. Since you'll get good at it, you can just zap away unwanted energies in an instant. Hope this helps. Somebody else says, go read Letting Go by David Hawkins and speed up your manifestations by clearing this negative energy. You must feel that which you wish to feel. Don't ignore the anxiety and grief. What you resist persists, but what you give your attention to disappears. So, cool. Yeah, and David Hawkins, I have read that book, or I listened to part of it on Audible, and it is a good book, and that visualization is a good technique to use. If you can visualize that as a form in your body, that could be helpful. As I've mentioned before, I have an ebook, which I have made, I've written it, that is all about how to get rid of limiting beliefs. And that's what people are asking about in the comments here. And within that ebook, I give the exact system, the exact formula that I've found that has worked the best for me. It does involve a visualization process, but it also involves identifying the beliefs, identifying what they are, and there's a whole process to it. So if you guys are interested in that, I think it's been immensely helpful for myself using that, and I've distilled the information into a easy to follow along step-by-step process, which you can find linked down below if you are so interested. With that being said, much love as always. Drop me a like, hit me with subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.